Morning, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Hour streaming studio. Hope everyone is having a nice Wednesday morning, dealing with a little bit of light rain here in the capital city as we start our Wednesday. And I think this will be kind of the thing we're going to be watching as we head throughout the day today. Chance for some kind of off and on rain, maybe a rumble of thunder mixed in kind of here and there. But overall, kind of a cooler, cloudy, and kind of rainy day for us here in the capital city and across really the southeastern, eastern sections of the state. So jumping in, looking at our weather headlines for the day today. Again, the scattered rain is going to be the thing we watch for, at least in the short term, but we are going to be looking at some scattered rain chances really for the remainder of the week. But overall, I think looking like a pretty nice weekend going to be heading our way. Temperature is going to be warming up a little bit, drying out just a little bit as an upper level ridge kind of moves overhead, but then overall maybe staying a little bit active as we head into kind of the first week of May. Again, the longer range models have upper level trough kind of moving through the region. Could see some, again, rain chances continue as we spill over into the first half of the week next week. But overall, again, not too bad for the day today. And I think, let me see here. I think, again, we need the rain, so I think today it will be made all the nicer because we do need the rain with the drought conditions that we've seen across the state over the last several weeks, over the last several months. In terms of low temperatures this morning, again, it was a mix, 30s and 40s out there. Again, a little bit cooler, parts of central Nebraska, Broken Bow and Ord dropping down to the mid-30s here in Lincoln. Lincoln Airport managed to drop down to 41 degrees before the clouds moved in overnight tonight. A little bit warmer, again, as you head just to our south where they had those clouds a little bit sooner. Only 49 in Beatrice, 48 in Falls City, 46 in Hebron this morning on the Tempest stations across the Lincoln Metro. Again, a little bit warmer than it was at the airport. Again, you can see some of the cooler spots were across the northern parts of the Lincoln Metro where temperatures were down to the low to mid 40s, but upper 40s here at the 1011 studios, and again, upper 40s for most of central and southern parts of the Lincoln Metro. And right now, again, have that light rain falling here in the capital city. Cloudy skies elsewhere. Again, Grand Island, O'Neill, North Platte seeing some broken cloud cover, but some blue skies out there. 51 right now at the airport, 52 here at the studios. Just a light southeast wind at 5 miles an hour. Dew points comfortably sitting in the mid-40s for us. So again, maybe a bit on the cool side this morning with the rain, but overall, really not a bad start to our day. Temperatures on the Tempest stations across town generally sitting in the low 50s for us, again, as we start our Wednesday. And if we look at the rainfall today, again, on the Tempest weather stations across town, it's been fairly light. Again, it's not, again, a drought-busting rain by any means, but we'll take whatever we can get and whatever we can put in the bucket. Most areas picking up just a couple hundredths of an inch, maybe up to around 5 hundredths on the high end, maybe some slightly higher amounts up to around a tenth of an inch in the far western parts of Lincoln, but most of the Lincoln Metro, just a few hundredths of an inch early this morning. But again, that is better than nothing. So again, we'll take whatever we can get at this point. Temperatures across the state, again, early this morning, again, generally in the 50s out there, 51 here in Lincoln, 57 in Grand Island, 51 also in North Platte. There's a couple spots that are still into the upper 40s. Ogallala at 49 degrees. Overall, going to be looking at a cooler day with the cloud cover, and again, those off and on rain showers for us, I think, especially for the eastern half of the state. Dew point temperatures, again, they're comfortably in the 30s and 40s for most areas, up to around 50 degrees in a few spots. And again, winds won't be too much of an issue today. Again, we're looking at fairly light winds, generally out of the south or southeast at around 5 to 10, maybe 5 to 15 miles an hour. And I think that's just about where our wind should basically stay as we head through the remainder of the day today. Satellite radar picture, again, shows some of that very light rain continue to creep up from the south. Again, so here in the Lincoln area, we've seen some of those light showers move through. And again, starting to see some additional areas of rain begin to move up from the south and from the southeast. So again, there much of Seward, Saline County, down towards Jefferson County, continue to see those areas of light to maybe moderate rain. And so again, here in Lincoln, we'll continue to see those areas of rain continue to lift up from the south as we head through the day today. So again, that's kind of the main area of rain that we have moving through. Again, there may be a rumble of thunder kind of mixed in there. But for the most part, it should just be mainly some light rain. Elsewhere, again, across the eastern sections of the state, there's a few hit and miss light rain showers out there. Again, all the activity that we're going to have today is going to be stuff that's going to be lifting up from the south. So again, we can still see some showers extending down there into parts of northern Kansas. We can also see a more widespread band of moisture that's down across parts of Oklahoma into parts of northern Texas. That activity is going to continue to lift to the north, to the northeast as well. That's going to skirt us down to the south and east. I think we're going to see some additional showers. Again, maybe an isolated rumble of thunder develop across areas down to our south and southwest that would lift through the area as we head through the morning into the afternoon. All said and done, again, we're not looking at rainfall amounts that's going to be astronomical by any means, but I think by the end of the day today, we could see maybe around a quarter inch of moisture by the time it's all said and done, maybe up to a third, maybe a half an inch on the very high end for some of those areas that see some of the heavier rainfall. So again, we'll take whatever we can get, and something at this point is better than nothing, especially with the drought conditions that we do have across the state. Weather alerts across the area, nothing again in our neck of the woods. We do have flood watches, even a severe thunderstorm watch for areas down to our south across parts of Oklahoma and Texas. That's where they've seen some training thunderstorms over the last 12 hours or so. So again, some additional heavy thunderstorms well down to our south, but at least across the 10-11 coverage area and here in Nebraska, really nothing for us to worry about when it comes to any weather alerts as we head through the day on our Wednesday. So if we check out Skycast as we head through the day today, again, expect some of those off and on light showers, maybe a rumble of thunder kind of mixed in there with cloudy skies, especially for the eastern half of the state. I think western Nebraska will see more sunshine as we head through the day today. Again, into the afternoon, expecting some additional areas of rain to kind of lift into parts of southeastern Nebraska. So that could be a little bit more widespread. It could be a little bit more isolated in terms of any rain showers as you head across the central and western sections of the state by late this afternoon and into this evening. So again, drive time, morning commute, a little wet. Drive time on the evening commute could also be a little bit wet for us here in Lincoln and across the southeastern corner of the state. As we head towards 10 o'clock tonight, again, that sort of main band of rain kind of lifts out of the area. We're left with, again, some cloud cover and maybe some isolated showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm or two across the 10-11 coverage area. But then we'll continue to see that rain chance linger as we head into Thursday morning. Again, looks like it would be much more isolated to scattered in terms of those rain chances as we head into Thursday morning. And again, I think the chance is going to be highest today, much lower as we head into Thursday and Friday, but we're still going to be looking at least a low-end chance for some of those scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms. I think we see a mix of sun and clouds as we head into the day on Thursday with a little bit more sunshine. Temperature should be a little bit warmer for us, and winds are going to swing around to the north a little bit as a weak cold front kind of passes through the area. But again, we'll see those scattered rain chances Thursday, and then we'll see those scattered rain chances again as we head into the day on Friday. Nothing looks like it's going to be strong or severe as we head today into the day tomorrow or into the day on Friday. This looks like it's going to be just, again, some nice rain, which, again, we can get the rain without any of the severe weather. We'll absolutely take that. Into the day on Friday, again, partly sunny. Those northerly winds, maybe just a bit blustery at times. But again, we're dealing with those scattered rain showers, I think, through the balance of the day on your Friday. So if we look at the precipitation potential over the course of the next week, again, most of it is going to be across the western half of the state. Most of that looks like it could head our way as we head into the first part of the work week next week. Otherwise, across the eastern half of the state, rainfall amounts look like they should be fairly light. Again, a quarter to half an inch. Maybe 3/4 of an inch on the high end over the course of the next week. A lot of that, again, coming today, tomorrow, Wednesday. But then we'll keep an eye on those rain chances as we head into the early part of the work week next week for us as well. In terms of the severe weather outlook for the day today, again, any chances for any strong storms look like they're going to remain well off to our east, southeast, and just directly to our south across the southern plains, where we have a marginal and slight risk for severe weather in those areas. Basically the same deal on Thursday, marginal and slight risk, but again, well down to our east and southeast, out of our neck of the woods. And then into the day on Friday, again, there is a marginal risk down to our south across parts of Oklahoma and Texas. Not expecting any thunderstorms for us for the day on Friday. So again, mainly just some showers over the next couple days with maybe some isolated thunderstorms mixed in at times. So if we zoom in, take a closer look statewide view, again, through the morning, we'll see those off and on rain showers showers. That will continue as we head into the afternoon. Mostly cloudy skies for us here in eastern Nebraska through the day today, holding down those temperatures. Into this evening, a little weak frontal boundary is going to move across the state. Again, could see some isolated showers and thunderstorms develop along that across parts of central Nebraska. We'll keep those low-end rain chances in the forecast as we head into the day on Thursday. Winds swinging around to the north. I think we see a little bit more sunshine on Thursday. Temperatures actually look like they'll warm up for us a few degrees with a little bit more sunshine through the day on Thursday. But again, some of those hit and miss light rain showers, isolated thunderstorms possible through the day, and that chance will then continue as we head into the day on Friday as well for the eastern half of the state. Again, a little weak disturbance moving through the area, sparking off some of those showers, and again, maybe an isolated rumble of thunder by Friday evening. And I think into the weekend, we finally kind of clear out the cloud cover and clear out the rain chances for us as well. And again, overall, I think it should be a pretty nice weekend for us. So temperatures today, cooler, a little bit cooler than normal for especially a lot of the eastern half of the state. A little bit, maybe a few degrees warmer than normal across the Sandhills in southwestern Nebraska. We'll see a mix of 60s and 70s across the state for the day today. Low temperatures tonight, 30s, 40s, and 50s. Coolest in the far west, warmest in the east. High temperatures then on Thursday do rebound a little bit into the low 70s for the eastern half of the state. Actually cool back a little bit in the west with 50s and 60s across the western third of the state. Low temperatures into Friday morning, 30s and 40s to right around 50 degrees. High temperatures Friday afternoon, just a little bit cooler, but in the 60s, so should be fairly comfortable for us. And then into the weekend on Saturday, a little bit cool to start the day, low 30s to low 40s for those low temperatures, but by Saturday afternoon looks really nice. We'll see temperatures in the 70s to maybe near 80 degrees across the state. Shouldn't be too much wind for the day on Saturday either, so it looks like it's going to be a really nice day. Into Sunday morning, low to mid 40s across the state for low temperatures. Sunday afternoon, again, looks pretty nice with temperatures in the mid 70s across much of the state. Again, maybe a little bit more wind on Sunday, but overall looking like a really nice day for us. So extended forecast looks like this. Again, our best chance for rain is going to come today. Mainly just some light rain, but can't rule out maybe an isolated rumble of thunder mixed in there. Some low-end chances for some scattered showers Thursday and Friday through the day. Temperatures a little up and down for us, at least over the next couple days, and then jumping into the lower to middle 70s for the weekend and staying then in the middle to upper 70s into early parts of the work week next week. Some small chances for rain back in the forecast Sunday and into early parts of the week next week. 10-day forecast for select cities across the state looks like this. Again, you can see not bad as we again finish up April and start the month of May. Temperatures generally in the 60s and 70s for us over the course of the next 10 days. As far as those rainfall chances, again, highest look like it's going to be today. Friday looks like another decent chance in the far eastern parts of the state, and then scattered rain chances look like they'll be held at bay for the weekend, but then return as we head through much of the week next week. 8 to 14-day temperature outlooks from the Climate Prediction Center continue to favor above-average temperatures through the second week of May. This is May 7th through May 13th, and it continues to favor wetter than normal conditions, at least for central and western Nebraska, drier than normal conditions, kind of creeping into at least closer to the eastern sections of the state, but right now looks like equal chances for above and below average precipitation for the eastern quarter of the state, including the Lincoln and the Omaha metro areas. But not a bad day today. Again, just dealing with kind of those off and on light rain showers as we head through the day today. Cloudy and kind of cooler weather, but overall not bad for us today. Weather looks pretty quiet as we round out the month of April, and again, we'll keep those scattered rain chances, lower chances in the forecast as we start off the month of May. But temperature-wise, and again, at least in terms of any severe weather, it looks like things are going to be pretty quiet for us, at least over the short term, over the next several days, which will absolutely take. So appreciate everyone for tuning in, watching. As always, keep it tuned to 1011, both on air and online, for all of your latest forecast details. Hope everyone has a nice Wednesday.